Hey everyone, today I wanted to show you all how to easily install mods for The Witcher 3 using The Witcher 3 mod manager and of course all the amazing mods on Nexus Mods. I know that modding this game can seem a little confusing at first, especially with the next gen update, but I'll walk you through every step you need to get it set up in just a few minutes. Also, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subbing to the channel and dropping a like, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, before we do anything at all, I need everyone to go to Steam, right click on The Witcher 3 in their libraries, then Properties, Installed Files, and then press Verify Integrity of Game Files. This is something I like to do in order to make sure our game folder isn't missing anything, so we don't run into any problems later. Now, once that's done, of which it should only be a few minutes, we can now head into our browser and search for nexusmods.com. Once we're here, if you don't have an account already, you can make one for free quite easily. Once you've done that, you want to search for Witcher 3 and then click on it when it appears. This will bring you to the mod page for The Witcher 3. From here, we simply want to go to the search bar at the top and then search for Mod Manager. And if it makes it any easier, I've got the specific link in the description for you. Now, once we press enter, we're going to want to click on the first link and then click on manual download on the right. Then we'll simply click on slow download and wait for that to finish. It should only take a minute, and once that's done, we want to minimize our browser and go into our file explorer and then into our downloads. Here, right click on the zipped file of the mod manager and click extract all, and it should extract the folder into your downloads folder. Now, what I like to do in order to make sure everything is in one place is to bring this folder into our actual game folder. This is easy to do, as if we go back into Steam, right click on The Witcher 3 and click on Browse Local Files, we'll get to our game directory. From there, simply drag the mod manager folder into our game directory, then open this folder and run the mod manager exe file. Then when we're here, go to the top where it says settings, then configure settings, and then press change game path. You should automatically get the Witcher 3 exe selected, but if not, simply follow the file path of the game folder when you press browse local files on Steam, and then go into the bin folder, then x64, and then press on the Witcher 3 exe file. And that's it, we've got the mod manager all installed. Now, this step is absolutely critical, and even though it's brief, if you don't have this down, not a single mod will work for you. We're going to install a critical tool for modding Witcher 3 called the script merger. Okay, so go back into your browser and into Nexus Mods, and we're going to simply search for script merger. And again, I have the exact link in the description for you as well. Once you've searched this, click on the first link once again, and click on manual download just like before. Now, we'll wait for this to download, and once it is downloaded, you're going to want to go back into your file explorer and then into downloads, and again extract this zip file into our downloads folder once again. Now, once you've done this again, we're just going to drag this folder into our game directory just like we did with the mod manager folder. Once it's there, you're going to want to go back to the mod manager application, and at the top click on settings, then configure settings, and then change script merger path. Just like how we had with the game path, the script merger should automatically be selected, but if not, simply again follow the path of your game directory, then into the script merger folder we put in the directory, and then click on the script merger exe file. Now that that's all done, we've got both our mod manager and script merger completely installed and all ready to go for installing some mods. Okay, now it's time for the exciting part. Let us install some mods. We want to go back into our browser and back on nexusmods.com. Here, simply head to the Witcher 3 section and start browsing for the mods that you want. There's thousands upon thousands of unique mods to download for The Witcher 3, so take your time in installing the ones that you really want, but make sure the description says explicitly whether they are compatible with the next gen version of the game or not. If you've got a specific mod already in mind like me, we can just search this up at the top. For me, I'm looking for the Hoods mod, which gives Geralt some awesome cloaks and hoods to really achieve that Witcher aesthetic that was in the game's initial trailers. Once I go to the Hoods mod, I'll again follow the process of clicking on manual download on the right and then simply press slow download. From here, we'll just wait until our mods are installed. Once they're all done and ready, go back to your downloads folder and make sure to open the mod manager next to it. We're simply going to drag the zip files of our mods into the Witcher 3 mod manager. I personally recommend only putting in 2 or 3 mods at a time to ensure that you don't have any mod conflict problems while installing your mods. Now, the mod manager will then automatically download that mod, and you can enable or disable them by just clicking on the tick. From here, we need to simply click on run script merger, and we're going to need to click our game directory manually from the top. So simply follow me for the equivalent of your game path. If you can't figure it out, again, just go to Steam, right click on The Witcher 3 and browse local files, and then copy the game path into this field. Once that's done, the script merger will run, and sometimes you'll get no conflicts like I just did. So I could simply close this tab and then launch launch the game and my mod will be working. But to show you what happens if you install multiple mods and the conflicts do arise, I've installed a few other mods. It's really important to remember that every time you add a new mod, you're going to need to run the script merger. You can either do this by adding 2 or 3 mods and then running it, or doing it one by one, up to you. But I don't recommend adding a batch of like 10 mods and then running it, as you run into problems for sure. Now you'll see that with these mods there's some conflicts, so follow along and click on scripts at the top and press on create selected mergers. Now the mods should successfully merge, and you can press OK and then close this tab once all the conflicts are resolved. If there's an issue, that means that there's a problem with one of your mods, so you need to go back and try to disable the one that's causing the problem, which is only really done by trial and error. Now that we've run the script merger and resolved the conflicts, we can close out of this and get ready to check out our mods. Now from here, simply go back to Steam and press play on The Witcher 3. Once the red launcher pops up, click on the settings wheel and make sure that the option enable mods is ticked. Now once I get into the game, you'll see that my cloak mod is working, and when I go into settings, I can see the mods pop up there as well. So as you can see, our mods are all working in the game just as we wanted. With all of that said, you should now be officially ready to go with modding The Witcher 3. You can now simply install any mod that you want following this process and enjoy another amazing replay of this incredible game. If you did run into any problems, please let me know down below in the comments, and I'll try my best to remedy any problems that you do have. Anyway, that's all from me for today's video. If you did enjoy, please consider subbing to the channel for more Witcher 3 and RPG content, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.